I love how the kids full on knew the Pope wasn't their mom. Like, when the Pope is brought to their house the first time, they dock it. They're like, "Who are you? You're not mom." And the female lead didn't even have a chance to explain before the kids had figured it out. And I love that. And she loved it too, because the kids act very soon to the main character. Like, they very much show that they have a favorite person, which is the female lead. But I feel like the kids treat their mothers the same way the mothers treat each other. Like, the female lead acts soon to the main character, and the main character acts all lovey-dovey and clingy to the female lead. And I feel like the kids just copy their mothers and treat their mothers the same way the mothers treat each other. So yes, I love how they docked it. They docked it so fast. These two might look like each other, but their personalities are completely 180 to each other. So when she's introduced to the main character's students, the students feel like something's off, so the female lead has to state that they're arguing. And student one thinks this is her chance to try to pursue the quote-unquote main character into a relationship, outright basically in front of the female lead's face, trying to pursue the main character into cheating and stating physical relations isn't really cheating if there's no actual love between the two. As long as they're just physical with each other, it's not cheating. And the female lead's like, "It is though. Because she's in a relationship with me, it is still cheating." And later, I am not kidding, later, when they're back at their place and the Pope has to share the bed with the female lead, the Pope plants a kiss on the main character and goes, "It's not cheating, right? Since it's physical." And the female lead's like, "No!" Like, girl full on has a mental breakdown over this. She's like, "I can't last." And I don't blame her. She's just having problems. For the first time in the Pope's life, she's actually get to be happy and smiles. She gets to spend time with the main character and the female lead's children. She absolutely adores spending time with them. The female lead takes her to an orphanage because it's normal and common for the main character and the female lead to take their children to an orphanage so they can play with the children at the orphanage and bring snacks and treats for the children. And they used to do it at their country, and now they're doing it at the Emny's country's orphanage. And so, yes, she gets to spend time with these children, and it's the first time she actually smiles. She never knew what a smile was like until the female lead points on her face when they're leaving that she's smiling. And she says they only need to do this once more in the future, and the Pope agrees. She might not be coming with the female lead in the future, but she'll definitely do this more often, is to visit children. So after the assassination attempt, we go into bonus stories, and this happens in between book 2 and 3, the bonus stories do. So the first bonus chapter is basically them getting engaged. Now remember, this is right after the revolution and the volcano eruption, so there's not much funds or food supplies or resources. But the female lead, because of her own disparity of losing her position as nobility, she fears the main character will leave her because, again, she doesn't have the status and position she once has, even though she knows the main character loves her for who she is and not for her position. She's still a little fearful of it. So she wants to basically tie the main character down. She does not want to give the main character a reason to leave her. Now, they technically can't actually get officially married by law or by church because, again, it's not legal and it's not recognized by the church. So they're just going to have like a little wedding party, wedding thing, but not actually get officially married, but married to each other. Like, you know what I mean, right? Like, not legally, but still technically married. I'm confusing myself, but yes. She goes to the main character, and the main character has to pursue her out of it for a while. She's like, "Let's wait until we have the funds and the situation is better. Then we'll get married, okay? I promise we'll get married." The main character and the female lead got married, and their wedding happens after they adopted their daughters. And they were going to rent out their wedding outfits, but once the main character's parents found out, they were like, nah, we're making your wedding outfits. You'll pay for the materials, but we'll make it. So it shows how much support and caring and respect they have for their daughter's relationship with the female lead. I absolutely adored it. We also get to see the female lead's father, who's also very supportive of the relationship because we already knew this from book 2 and the extras in book 2. He even tells the female lead, hey, she's always adored you and loved you. It's so obvious. I really love that. And he goes and pampers his 2 granddaughters. Like, this man absolutely adores the ground his daughter and 2 granddaughters walk on. This man is so spoiling grandfather. The only the only issue with this chapter was when the incestual sibling showed up and goes, oh, we're gonna compete over who's the better couple. I am not kidding. And I'm like, you have the audacity to try to compete with the best couple in this series? You disgusting traitors. You disgusting incestual traitors. No, you're anywhere close of being a good couple. Get away from me. Get away from my couple. Please. Why do they keep showing up? I wish they'd stop showing up. But they do. They just keep doing it. But luckily it's not. The chapter wasn't fully ruined because we get to see their kiss, their beautiful, gorgeous kiss. I'm just going to pretend that the siblings did not show up. It's hard not to, though. Every time they show up, it's like a smack in the face, and I hate it. I hate it. But yes, the kiss was wonderful. One of the extras is actually in the point of view of the double personality nun. She's traveling about. She comes across a convent that's about to be torn down after the head of the nunnery passes away. And it will, because there's another convent being built, and the church will obviously provide more resources to the new convent than the old convent. So the head nun doesn't think that there's no point of repairing the place because she knows once she passes away, it will be torn down. But while there, she meets one of the children of spirits, one of the people that look exactly like the main character, and she's utterly shocked. And just like the main character, this woman has romantic feelings for women because she has feelings for another nun in the convent. There's only 3 of them, and this one is a childhood friend of hers. They have been in difficult situations, abandoned by their family, and we don't know what happens with their romance, but the double personality nun gives the advice and information and ideas that the main character gave to her about her feelings about being romantically involved, towards women and following the church's beliefs. She gives that same information to the girl to, be like, hey, it's not wrong. You're not a sinner for liking women. God does not hate you for liking women. You need to understand that. God loves all of us equally. Like, she gives this information to the nun. And she goes and tells the main character and female lead what she learned when she returns back from her travels. And the female lead's like, I got to hear the rest of this story. You need to send a letter to her and find out how this romance ended because I need to know. I also kind of want to meet this person that looks like the main character. And the main character's like, cheating! Cheating! The last one is the female lead getting a dream where she goes back to the very first day she meets the main character, but instead being all clingy and loving to the female lead, the main character is cold, brash, a complete stranger. Treats the female lead like she's a dirt on her feet. So the female lead's like, wait, I bullied the main character, and the main character started being my little puppy afterwards. So she tries bullying the person, and the person's just like, no, is utterly disgusted with her more and more. And she's like, what is wrong? Like, she wakes up bawling, and the main character has to confront her and take care of her and baby her because she's like, this was horrible. This was just wrong. The female lead drunk is hilarious to read. She is precocious, flirtatious, a little little baby. She wants to be taken care of, pampered. She wants in bed with the main character. She wants to roll around in those sheets. And the main character's trying her best to control herself. She's trying to control the beast, but you know what? No more. She's loving the precocious side. The soon's gone. She's getting the precocious. So she tries taking the female lead to bed, only their children stops them. And this fully awakes the female lead from her drunk state. And she's like, nope, we can't do it. We can't, no. And I thought that was hilarious.